Dodd and Alex Peavy each with 3. Dodd got his from out deep, added 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Kalen Williams with Peavy, 1 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 at the fix and feed line, 3 points aboard, and 1 assist. Head coach Jarrett von Rosenberg, what do you think of your guys? They rebounded again from a tough loss.
Yeah, no, they did a really nice job. Yeah, I told that group, and I usually don't go to specific players because everyone's trying to do what we ask. And but for Ant Adams, for Tommy to be down, and obviously CJ's been down, but for Ant to have a night like that, it's impressive. I called him Ant Adams. That was a player that used to play here. But
yep,
Ant,
I remember him.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Call him. But man, Ant had a great game. Just off the bench in 15 minutes with 7 assists. Just incredible. But you look down, I think we had 3 guys with 6 or more assists. And, we've talked about it a lot. It's
That's a huge number.
I also told them it's frustrating to watch that. But, it's what we needed. Obviously, you got to protect home floor. I thought Lamar really came in, and man, they were good early. They forced us into tough shots. They rebounded it, and then they scored, and they went on that early run, and they led for 10, 11 minutes. But it was good for us to play well and get a win.
All right, let's go through some of the numbers. Let's go back to the start of the game. How did Lamar even start out 9-0? I mean, good shooting, obviously, and they found some things maybe that y'all weren't looking for defensively.
Yeah, they scored 28 points for the half, so we just didn't score, and we got some decent looks. Our first 5 shots probably would take them again. You don't make any of them, and they get to the foul line a couple times, and they make a shot, and it's but obviously we don't want anyone to go on a run like that to start the game. But it was good to see us respond in the second half and go on our own run to start the second half. Very similar to what they did, but that stretched the lead and made it more comfortable, if you will. But we continue to run offense and continue to guard on that end. You hold the team, but they end up with 66. They really, I don't even think they really got 66 from the standpoint of that last 2.5 minutes.
Right.
It wasn't indicative of kind of how we were guarding.
Well, up by 23 at one point.
Yeah. But, no, all in all, it's good. You hold the team to 40% from the floor. We get 8 more shots than them. It's just been a recipe for us to do well. We turn it over 6 times. They turn it over 15. It's just that's good basketball just looking at a stat sheet. So we did some things that we had been missing that we hadn't done for a while. Even in our wins, we had been turning over more. So it was good to see us carry some over from scouting report that we've really been harping on and talking about, and that's all credit to the players.
So that good ball control and ball protection that limits down to 6 turnovers, that was pretty much the message, the first and foremost, out of the game Thursday night, was it not?
Oh, absolutely. And we got to realize, and it sounds cliche, but you can't make shots if you don't get shots.
Right.
And a lot of times we're running some offense, and then we just, we do stuff that we don't work on. Sometimes it's successful. But more times than not, you're playing good teams. I mean, they're going to take away when you don't make the right play. And so it was good to see us do that. Multiple guys made shots. So we had 4 guys in double figures. So all good things across the board.
J.J. Romer-Rosario, oh, gosh, if he ever was able to get the elixir that he had before today's game and have it every game, you'd have an all-star out of him, would you not?
Yeah, no, he played really well. Him and Brew played phenomenal. I mean, by far their best games too. I know I highlighted one guy, but just because he hadn't got a whole lot of opportunities this year, but really took advantage of his today. But you talk about 12 for 13 and 4 for 4 from 3. That's pretty impressive with no turnovers too in their 27 or 37 minutes combined. So that's the recipe, Just don't turn the basketball over. Luka played 17 minutes without a turnover. JJ 15 without a turnover. Brew 22 without a turnover. We're going to be successful, and we're going to have a chance to win more than we lose if we can, carry some of that over. Is it always going to be like that? Maybe not. We handled that matchup zone really well today. But we got to just carry over the philosophy of how we want to play on both sides of the ball.
So you have to go a lot with Alonzo Dodd today and Ann Abraham handling the rock to start, just to drive the car up the floor. That you are deep into your roster, it's the second run of guys, really. But that you're that deep, how much does that raise everybody's confidence when they see that kind of good performance out of guys that weren't the first one selected?
Well, I think, it's a long year, and obviously our record's not what we want it to be. We kind of know what we had to go through. We're 3-2 in conference now, with 2 tough road games coming on. But you got to stay together. You got to stay positive. And trust me, it's hard. It might be harder for me than anybody else to stay positive sometimes when the results aren't what we want. But we got to find a way to stay positive. We still got a ton of basketball left in this conference season.
Sure.
Plus the postseason tournament if we can make it. So it should give guys that are maybe not playing well or not getting the minutes that they want to get just confidence that they know that we as a staff have a lot of confidence in a lot of those guys. You only put 5 guys on the floor at a time, but we've played more people this year than we ever have. And everyone's had their ups and downs, and, all we're trying to do is put a team on the floor that can give us the best chance to win. And it's good to see guys that haven't been in come in and not skip a beat.
Well, just to go back a year, it's kind of that philosophy that you had. I have confidence in everybody on that bench from one end to the other.
I really do. It's some are further along than others, obviously with experience and stuff like that. But I enjoy everyone on the bench, and everyone on the bench can play. Every single person brings something to the floor and could be productive in these games. So we just got to get back to work. It's never. You hear me say all the time, it's never as good as it feels, never bad as it feels. Even though we're on a roller coaster and emotions of up and down, but we got to try to find a way to just play more consistent. It's a little Jekyll and Hyde of the 2 games in 48 hours, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just of how we approached it and like what our offense looks like and what our defense looks like. So just got to get more consistent, continue to be consistent with what we're doing.
It wouldn't hurt to get a couple of guards back. C.J. Roberts, he's been out now for the first, all the conference games.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I guess. 2.5 weeks, something like that.
Right.
No, he played in Cardinal Word.
Played in the first game.
Yeah, so he's missed the last 4. So we'll see. I think he's going to go get checked out first of the week. He's been able to condition in practice. He just got some stuff going on with the extremities, so he's been able to run and do stuff. So hopefully his ramp up to play after his release is pretty quick. And then we'll just monitor Tommy, and it should give us, like you talked about, a lot of confidence, whether guys are in or out, to come in and play well. So we're excited about that.
I know you'd love to get Tommy back. We close to 10 years here. How many guards have had ups like Tommy Lewis has?
Well, DeMarcus.
Yeah, he's got pretty good
guard, but I don't know. It's a good question. Malik was pretty good. Was pretty athletic.
Right,
he was a little slender, more not an explosive dunker, but a very, very, very good athlete. But yeah, we like athletes. We like guys that can shoot it and can get up and down the floor. That's what we've always recruited here when I was an assistant and to now when I'm the head coach. So I think everyone kind of understands what they're going to see when they come in the field house. We're going to throw lobs and we're going to shoot threes, and we're going to try to get after you defensively. All
right. Well, you're going to have to get ready for the Privateers now of the University of New Orleans. They're up next, and we're going down to NOLA for that one. How are you going to keep them from eating too good on that road trip, Coach?
No, they'll be all right. They're young. They run around. They got fast metabolism. We got to watch what I'm eating and the rest of the staff. You, Avi, all the other people are traveling with us. So we're excited. I appreciate everyone. Had a great crowd. It was great to see the band back. They're the best. They're just the best at what they do. They bring great energy, not only the music, but they just bring phenomenal energy. We had the courtside seats packed with we had alumni back. It was just a great, with our students still not in session until this week, this was a great atmosphere, and it's really helped us pull away with the win today.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on that. Hey, everybody. Lions picking up dubs today.
Go Lions.
Hey, in the jungle, the mighty jungle.